Our imagination is working all the time, and sometimes an idea is born. Meet John. Everything starts in a beautiful Friday when John realizes, yes, this is the day I'm gonna start my new aquarium. Great, John, welcome to the hobby. This is how John is imagining his aquarium. A group of fish are swimming right and then left. Aquarium plants are producing oxygen. Oh, a nice picture. John immediately finds an old cabinet in his house. He takes the aquarium, fills it with water, adds a substrate and then the fish, the plants. Great! Everything is working perfectly. You know that it is an unwritten rule that when you start a new aquarium, you have to tell all of your friends about it. And of course you start with your girlfriend. So, a few days later. John has just finished work. He goes home and while he was walking, he was thinking, oh, I can't wait to see my aquarium. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee, nice jazz music, and just chill and watch it. But when John comes home, no! The water is brown, it smells awful, all the fish are dead, a complete disaster. But what happened? Dear friends, if you don't want to be on John's place, please listen carefully. I'm gonna tell you a story about the nitrogen cycle in the aquarium and why it is so important for all of us. The nitrogen is a basic element in the living nature. It is part of the air structure and it is in all living structures, no matter whether they are animals or plants. In the aquarium, the nitrogen exists in several main forms: nitrates, nitrites, ammonia, and ammonium. These forms of the nitrogen are well balanced and exist as a part of a cycle called nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle is controlled by bacteria. There must be the necessary amount of bacteria in the aquarium in order to function properly. Once settled in our aquarium, the bacteria start to grow and multiply. These bacteria process fish waste into non-toxic compounds. Bacteria are called Nitrobacter and Nitrosomonas. These are the two most important families of bacteria that settle in the aquarium. In order for us to imagine things easier, we'll give them a slightly different view. To keep our aquarium in balance, bacteria need to be in a certain amount, an amount sufficient to process all the organic residues of the fish. Bacteria multiply by division, and the process takes time. Now you understand why it's a good idea not to add 100 fish in the aquarium on the very first day of the start, because there won't be enough bacteria to digest the fish waste. Ammonia will accumulate and you will follow the John's fate. Complete disaster. So we start our aquarium and begin to feed our fish. Of course, they leave organic waste. One of the main components of this waste is ammonia. The ammonia is taken from the aquarium from the Nitrobacter bacteria and they turn it into nitrates. The nitrates are then absorbed from the second type of bacteria, Nitrosomonas, and they turn it into nitrates. The nitrates are very tasty compound for the aquatic plants. When the plants absorb nutrients and light, they start a process called photosynthesis. The result of this process of feeding is a pure oxygen. It can be seen as bubbles leaving the plant's surface. This oxygen is used by the bacteria to convert ammonia into nitrates and turn nitrates into nitrates. The process is called oxygenation. The oxygen, which is produced by the plants, can be used both by fish and bacteria. High concentrations of ammonia and nitrate are very toxic for the fish. We already know that when their concentration is high, we have a problem somewhere in the nitrogen cycle. We should suggest that ammonium and ammonia exist in an equilibrium in our aquarium, according to the pH. When the aquarium water pH starts to rise, the ammonia concentration increases, as the equilibrium is drawn to the direction of the ammonia. When the pH of the aquarium water begins to decrease, respectively, the ammonium ions increase their concentration relative to ammonia. Now you understand why it is a good idea to keep the aquarium pH slightly acidic. This is how we keep ammonia away from the fish, and the ammonium ions can be used by the plants as a source of food. In summary, we understood what is the nitrogen cycle and what are the forms of the nitrogen in it. We understood how plants produce oxygen and why it is important for the nitrogen cycle. We understood why it is important to maintain the pH of the aquarium within certain limits. Thank you for watching this video. From now on, we have more videos next week. If you want, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. See ya!